Do you know what the fuck we're talking about today? We're talking about this godforsaken book that I love so much that I will never read again. Sunrise on the Reaping. Where do I begin? I love this book so much, and I don't know why. This is the second time I've read it. I read it once last April, and I read it again this past April, as in last month. This is a book about a 16-year-old Hamish Abernathy. As we know, in Catching Fire, we got a very long synopsis of Hamish's games from the point of view of Katniss and Peeta watching, so the Capitol's version of the game. And in the reader's brain, you think, well, why do we need this book? We already know what happens in Hamish's books from start to finish, from his reaping to his winning the games. Why do we need this book? Well, I'll tell you right now, it's because this book is all about the power of propaganda, and whoever has the information and can edit the information is the person who has all of the power. For everyone who said that the book was unnecessary because we already know, because we already know how the games end, pick up the book again. That's kind of the whole point. So let's get into it. This book begins on Hamish's birthday, 4th of July, Reaping Day. We get to spend about, I would say maybe 2 hours with Hamish in District 12 and kind of see what his life is like. And even then, his life is 10% his family and 90% being obsessed with Lenore Dove. I think he said his girlfriend's name probably 800 times in the book, and I love that about a man. You get so much history from Hamish in a way that you never, ever, ever get from Katniss. And he's like, well, Lenore Dove is actually a second cousin of Burdick, who's my best friend, who was once Covey, twice removed from. You learn so much. I'm not even going to give a synopsis because I just genuinely, honest to God, Hamish Abernathy is not happy for a single page of this entire book. Not a single page. There might be a paragraph, there might be 2 paragraphs, but not a single full page of this sweet, genuine boy being happy. And I, for one, think that that's fucked up. Every time you think it can't get worse, it does. You will never read about a more gentle, genuine, just softy of a boy than Hamish Abernathy. That boy is a lover boy down to his DNA. All he wants to do is to just live his life and be obsessed with his girlfriend. Why did you have a problem with that, Coriolanus Snow? It's not his fault you don't have Riz like he did. That's not his fault. They could never make me like you, Coriolanus Snow. I hate you, Coriolanus Snow. He's just a boy. To Katniss's games, it almost feels more somber, like it's just like a little bit more depressing. It's funny because Katniss and Peeta end up thinking that like, oh, Hamish must have outsmarted all the others. That wasn't the case at all. Not at all, actually. He didn't. He was really busy doing something else, but he's very aware of like how he's being portrayed to the Capitol and how he's being portrayed back home and to his brother. Do you know how miserable and tragic your life has to be to say that Katniss Everdeen is luckier than you and you be correct? Katniss, who suffered more than Jesus. The whole book is very full circle. A lot of people did not like the characters from the original trilogy being in the book. I liked it. I'm not typically one to kind of argue with the logic of an author. I didn't see anything wrong with it. Didn't mind it at all. Because you see in Catching Fire that Hamish has some kind of history with the other victors, and this explains why. This explains how he knows that Mags is such a wonderful woman. Where else did you think that was going to come from? Like, some of y'all just love to hate on a book for no reason, and I will not let that slide. Not with this book. Not in my house. Oh, and just something about Hamish and Burdick being best friends just really fucking hurts. Hamish was supposed to be the uncle, not the adopted father. Ugh, it's just devastating. But yeah, 5 stars. 5 stars. I love this book. I'm so excited. Let's just do a little trailer review too, because I'm a little scared. I don't know how like book accurate the movie's gonna be. If it is book accurate, God help us all. If it's not book accurate, then I'm just gonna be upset. I don't think I can win either way. The trailer does look really good. I will say one thing I really did not like: the arena outfits. I don't love those. Why are they wearing capes? The capes were never mentioned in the book because District 12 was supposed to be in all black. I can already hear people griping about like the cameras being like, well, there wasn't this many cameras in Katniss's game. Games, and it's 50 years before. Kind of shut up. I don't care. Genuinely, this is not a joke. You are gonna have to drag me out of that theater by my hair. Like, you're gonna have to sedate me. But I'm also scared that like my expectations are so high. Like, it can either be as great as Catching Fire was, or it can be like kind of a letdown. But I think Francis Lawrence has done a great job directing the last 3 of the original movies, except splitting Mockingjay into 2 parts. I don't know if that was necessary, but I digress. It's looking like it's going to be really good. I'm just so scared. June, July, August, September, October, November. Oh my God, it's only 6 months away. Holy shit. The teenage version of you that holds on so tightly and so dearly to things that you love and your special interests, that does not go away. At least not in my case. I will say we're a little curious / concerned as to like what they're going to do with like some of the deaths, since the movie's going to be PG-13, and it's like this movie's like, obviously all of the Hunger Games are very graphic, but this one is like, wow. Like, and not in a good way, obviously, with like specifically probably 2 of them, three of those deaths. With all of the things that I'm worried about the movie, I'm not really worried, but like all of my minor concerns for the movie, I am not concerned about Joseph Zeta. Not at all. From the moment I saw that he was casted, I was like, oh, okay, that's a white man. Looks great. A couple weeks later, We Were Liars came out, and I said, oh, okay, yeah, that's our man. That's our boy. He's gonna hurt us. He's gonna hurt us real bad, actually, because he did so good in We Were Liars. And I am excited, but not ready. And I think he is the only person who could have ever been casted as Hamish Abernathy. When I was originally reading it, before he was cast, I thought that one dude from Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, would have been a good idea. No, that's our Hamish. That's our Hamish right there. He's gonna do so good. He's gonna do so good. He's just gonna break our fickle little hearts. And I can't wait. So I'm very, very excited. I love this book to death. Again, genuinely don't think I will read it again. I really don't. This might be a new comfort movie for me. If you made it this far, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in to my rant.
Lulu ran off. Then we saw her in the sky. Case in point, I say, stepping back from him. She found me, and she's dead now. We didn't see the poison flowers coming.